put some new wheels on it or something.
Yeah, until your nephew gets cut on it. Now he's got to go to the doctor because rust infection and stuff. Tetanus.
Watching Kazzy fight with the dogs over there is my life. Where have they been? Where do they go? I don't like the sound. I don't really hear myself right.
I hear
you.
things.
I feel muffled in my own ears. It's weird. All right, we are here. We have a lot of explaining to do. Hopefully you forgive us. If you don't, you're banned from the show, as Matt Walsh would say. We got a little episode for you here on the podcast, so I hope you guys enjoy it.
Little.
Listen up and like. Peace.
Kazzy, can you bring me those? Nope. Next to it. Next to my wallet.
What? Turn what? The headphones?
Thank you. I forgot. I'm a sunglasses guy now.
Speak.
Hello? Yes. I feel like it's alright.
All right.
So that was that a trial or are you cutting that
No,
out?
we're going to put this on. We're just recording something for the people.
Okay.
We've been gone. Sorry.
Yep.
Chill out.
Everyone.
I know.
Stop talking.
Chill out. The hate mail's got to stop.
Calm down.
It's fine.
It's
Fine.
I mean, we knew
idiot.
one day that phrase name would come in handy when we missed an episode.
Yeah, and we've only used it this one time, never before.
Never.
Yeah.
Mm.
Honestly, I was starting to wonder why we named the podcast Calm Down.
Yeah, it was for this moment.
this
I'm
moment.
going to send out a mail and just say, calm down, it's fine.
Later.
So Harrison's here,
Yep.
and he's got
Good
some.
to be back.
He's got
he
a
had
lot.
He had a nose job, everyone.
What's up, nerds?
What's up, nerds? That's what he does.
Hey.
He had a nose job. He got more rounded features.
Yep.
And
aged.
His legs are
He
much thicker
de-aged.
than they used to be.
he's doing
De-aged.
some infomercial face cream.
What does DH mean?
Huh?
What does DH?
De-aged.
Oh.
The aged.
Your
De-aged.
designated hitter.
That's
Yeah.
like
He
what does that mean?
de-aged. He has softer hands,
And-
higher voice.
and
More hair.
and
Yeah.
smellier
I grew
eyes.
it back.
You're
Yeah.
almost. It's
Less
almost like you're a
case
brand
and
new
shoes.
man.
It's
Yeah.
like you're better.
When were the first pair of Nike?
Only without a fiance.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm.
Well,
To be determined.
yeah. I don't know.
Find out. By the end of the episode.
I don't
I'll
know.
let you
Yeah.
guys know.
Well, hey, ladies, if any of you are
No.
between 12 and 18,
12.
John's in the market.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What
About
a.
that.
Well, you're 17, right?
17.
And you work at McDonald's.
Yep.
Pray for me.
There's no other jobs available.
Yep.
It's like the one person told me recently. He's like, no one's hiring. I'm like, actually,
Actually,
actually, everyone's hiring.
Yeah.
He was trying to get into the electrical trade. He's 18, just graduated. He's like, no one's hiring, dude.
are we talking about the same?
No, we're not, well, we're not talking about Tyler Campbell.
Okay.
He got a job.
I know.
God
That's
bless
why I
him.
was kind of like.
Somebody connected to him was like, no one's hiring.
That is a false.
Yeah, like, what?
All
What do you-
all are hiring.
I question all the homeless people on the streets. Like, why? There's so
Well,
much stuff to be
it's
done.
funny because it used to be the joke where like there was like one meme where there was a homeless guy begging in front of a place that said now hiring, but that's now the case everywhere.
Yeah, I know. This is stupid. Anyways, Mark's here too.
Hello.
Say hello.
Hello.
And that's the better version of the one we just described.
Well,
a better version of Harrison.
Actually,
But we're not going to show you his face lest you stumble.
yeah.
It's a little bit decrepit, so it's a little bit deformed. So
He's beautiful.
I can smell your dumbness from
All the
here.
girls will be falling for
Why
him
do we
eventually.
have Dustin?
It's
It's fine.
armrest.
Keep it there, but it's like a divider.
It's an
Anyways,
armrest.
My question is why?
That and I don't want your leg
Why
touching.
does it bother you so much that your guys' knees aren't touching?
I don't
it's
want
just
to
weird.
touch his legs. He's a pastor.
Yeah, and don't touch their legs. But my point is, I don't know. We've
weird.
never had that before.
You want me to go to your dad's house and touch his legs?
You're so weird. You're so weird.
I'm just saying.
It's a clip. Clip it. Leave it in.
What's going to be great is when
No.
when in like 10
No,
years
No.
when you have to mature a little and the kids and the people look at you a little differently, like they don't know Wild Dustin, but they're gonna listen back on the podcast and be like, he's the one we're listening to.
We should play that clip at
It's
your
like,
wedding.
he's the one devotionalizing our heart.
Yep.
And then he's gonna like try to get the kids under him to be like, stop being idiots. And they're going to be like, well, here's a clip from you from 25 where you were a complete idiot.
That's when you incorporate violence. You use a a 3,500 PSI power washer, and
we're going to play this clip at your wedding, and it's going to be like...
Keep laughing, Kaz. That was funny.
Like right before you guys walk out, it's going to be like, you're going to hear Dustin through the...
Do you want me to touch your dad's legs?
You just want to go to your dad's house and touch his legs?
There's no context.
Right in the middle of the wedding march.
Right, which is what we thrive on.
I got to be honest with you, even with context...
we're thriving.
I got to be honest with you, Dustin, even with context, not great. Not great.
I would love for you to stand in front of a judge and go, no, judge, here's the context. We were talking about being close and
touching each other's legs.
So, yeah, that doesn't work.
I was saying it's not appropriate to touch a pastor's legs.
And I said...
Is this what you want, preacher boy? Is this it?
So stupid.
Go to YouTube.
Yeah, sorry.
Not what I wanted. I just feel like it's going to look tacky in the video.
You're sending mixed...
a normal amount of space, just like them. We have a big pillow in front of us.
It's comfy. Leave me alone.
Whatever makes you comfy.
I am comfy.
Whatever makes you comfy, big guy. All right, so here's where we've been. We didn't record one time, and you guys lost your minds. Usually we get together, record 2 episodes, and...
However, we slightly fumbled the ball.
We fumbled it.
Yeah, it's gone.
My baby wasn't doing well. One night we were supposed to record, and then we had to postpone it.
Because everyone left Delaware.
Me, Dustin, and John Tantanella. Mark Tantanella went to West Virginia for youth camp, and then... No, actually, David and Harrison left before that, and then we went... And then next week...
You guys were gone by the time we got back.
Did you guys go to the same camp?
We did not.
Oh.
I didn't go to camp. I went to Connecticut.
Well, you did like a 4th of July getaway. Because the 4th of July was on Tuesday. So it's like everyone took off Monday and made it extended.
Yeah.
So it was just a mix-up, whatever. But I think we deserve some time. You know? I mean, what about us? What about us time?
Yeah.
If you guys supported us more... By the way, John, why don't you support us? You have a job. You should be supporting us. Mark, what's up with you, bro? Come on, support us.
Where's
back
that
on track.
McDonald's money?
If we were supported fully, we would not have to work jobs and spend our days recording podcasts.
We would build a studio,
right,
and then decorate that studio.
So it's your fault.
Just burp.
It's your fault.
I'd have a hard time. I mean, justifying my life.
Why? Well, you would get the least out of all the cut. But
we've talked about that with the paychecks.
I just meant that was like my legitimate job, having to explain that to people. Being like, yeah, I just have fun.
Say you're a host for a show. I'm a host of a show.
Yeah.
Host of a show.
Yeah. Yeah. So
like, so you don't. So do you do manual labor? No, not anymore.
I built a studio. It was the last thing I did.
I think my grandfather would kill me.
Yes.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Oh.
He would kill you. He's like, you're going to what? You're stopping the family business to do what? Podcasting. You're a podcaster. Show me some of your stuff.
You want to go to your
dad's house, touch his legs?
Yes. Oh, that was not one of my brighter moments. That was probably the worst thing I've said.
Let's fast forward that just a little bit. Here, is this what you want? Touch it, your preacher boy. Touch your legs. We're back. And we're thriving. All right. Okay.
I'm done. I give up.
But we made it back. Everybody is alive and well.
Yep.
Harry is at a camp at the moment.
Yeah, junior camp.
We are about to start Cameron's already started his busy summer schedule. We're about to go to camp in New York. And then we have Summit.
Summit.
And then I'm going to Old Yankee.
I won't be going to that this year. I went last year.
And then we have our VBS.
We also have ours.
And
when is yours? It's like the second week of August.
It's the same week as Old Yankee.
Yep.
We have ours the 14th, August 14th.
So, yeah.
And then we have our August revival.
And then our revival is the last week of August, going into September. So we're going to a youth rally in August, the first week of August, like a Friday, Saturday. Friday night, Saturday afternoon. I've never been there. It's New York somewhere. but I don't know who they are. I
New York.
I don't,
It's New York
I don't know
somewhere.
who they are. I know it's like
New
4
York's
hours
kind of
away.
big.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, upstate, mid-state, New York City,
State.
state. So yeah, no, it's busy. So what's happening? We brought our main group. We actually brought 29 people to West Virginia, and it was awesome.
And you guys flew in from Texas.
Waco, Texas.
Whack-
From Waco, Texas.
Give them
I'm
your
glad you remember
story
that. Call
real
back.
quick, John. Talking to the mic, like lock it up.
Yeah. So last year,
Kiss
my
it.
dad was called.
Yeah, put
I'm
it
not
on-
gonna lick it like
No,
Dustin.
but put it on your. No,
I-
so that's the mic Dustin usually uses.
Oh, so it's contaminated?
Yeah, I'm just joking.
No, I'm number 4.
Oh, okay.
That's number 2.
Two.
Or
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm 3.
Anyways,
I took mine off just to be safe.
Yeah, that's what
so
happened.
last year, my dad was called to preach, and he had heard the call before.
Just like Samuel.
Just like Samuel, yeah. But my dad
He
was
had to
called
keep going to
preach,
his daddy Eli.
Touch his legs?
and my dad. It was
And
February.
that's
I think. What?
You tired of his story already?
Who put who had the covenant where they put their hand under their thigh?
They made a covenant by the
Made a
inner thigh.
covenant.
Yeah.
That was Abraham's people.
Yep.
Mhm.
There it is. Biblical.
Well,
Touching
Isaac
legs.
and Esau, I think, made a covenant that way.
Did they?
Yeah. I don't know. I might be wrong. I've been wrong before.
I know it's in the
Before, so-
Abraham time frame
Gonna get-
somewhere over there.
gonna get emails like, no, it was
Yeah.
this person.
Yeah, by
Man.
people like Mark Cantanella.
So welcome to the podcast where we just interrupt your story.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Well, feel right at home. Feel right. You're in.
we were in. All right.
All right.
So last year, my dad was called to preach, and we were wondering, like, okay, so where are we going? Are we going to still live?
You were
around
at our
this area?
church
We were-
for
yeah.
reference.
Yeah, we were in the Heritage Bible Baptist Church, and we were going there for 2.5 years. I think we ended up there
Yeah,
in
yeah.
July 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And
Are you guys originally from here?
No, we're from Pennsylvania, Northeast, near
lame.
Scranton. Yeah,
Lame.
I agree. And so we moved here, and then 2.5 years later, it was January of last year. My dad was called to preach, and he was praying, where are we going to go? You know, we don't have anywhere we know of that needs a pastor. My dad was praying about it, and the most random spot that the Lord could put on somebody's heart, Waco, Texas.
Waco.
So,
Waco.
Waco, Texas.
Waco.
Yeah. And so my dad, he was looking into Waco, Texas.
Waka,
I just
waka,
heard our
waka,
YouTube
waka.
just spiked because all the single teenage girls just logged on
We're like, what?
to see who John is.
Waco?
Go ahead.
Waco, Texas.
Waka,
Go
waka,
ahead.
waka, waka, waka.
Well, the heat will throw them off. Thank the Lord. So
The what?
The heat. We'll be going out of here like flies.
The heat. You mean in Texas?
in Texas,
Yeah,
yeah.
from-
He ain't
Now-
moving for you, ladies.
No, the heat from my good looking
That's what I thought you were saying. I'm like, wow.
No.
The heat. But you do have like a sunburn. I mean, like
I
a
do,
tan line
yeah.
on your Inmada shorts. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I know. Well,
What's wrong with
well,
you?
Meredith was like,
You
"Yeah,
freak.
you're going to the podcast." I'm like, "We're in town. How am I going to get changed?" So, oh well, here we
Her
are.
fault. It's her fault you walk around in Inmada shorts.
You know what? And that's what I'm preaching on at camp this year. I'm preaching directly at Meredith.
letting kids go out in Inmada shorts.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is your fault. These kids are stumbling.
Yeah, look at these.
Come
legs.
on, Meredith, get it
You
together.
definitely took the Harrison role because he always comes in
really?
trashy shorts.
Yeah.
I'm fitting in.
The shorts aren't
perfect
themselves.
just at home.
They're
Right
like
at home.
the world's loosest basketball shorts, and he sits down, and they all ride up, and it's like the whole leg is out there for the whole world to
Hey, did
see.
you walk by Patrick Harrison? How you doing?
Well, the tan line is a good example that I usually don't wear these.
I'm
So-
usually not in modest.
That's why I became sunglasses
When they're
guy, because the
strict-
glare
when
coming off of your
strict,
thighs
you know,
is blinding
dress
me.
rules at camp. I abide.
I buy it.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So-
You're done. We're done. Go ahead.
So it was
Yeah.
the end of April,
April.
and we moved to Waco, Texas, and we packed
Whoever's
up
making the noise
everything.
with the mic, you can stop now.
We packed up everything, and we moved down there. It was 2 or 3 day trek down there. It was a while. Thankfully, we had help from the Travers family, and they helped us move everything down. They drove the truck, and then we drove the trailer in the car. And
From
so
our
far-
church, people
yeah,
from our church.
from
They
our
don't.
church.
They don't know the drivers.
Yeah,
I do.
I don't.
Well, I mean, somebody
JoJo's-
understood.
Grandparents.
I do.
Yeah. And so it was a good trek. It was a good trip.
Track. I like that.
But we got there, and we didn't have anywhere to go. We didn't know anybody there. So my dad he was like, well, when I was a kid, we would just go out and we'd set up chairs in a park and we'd have a tent, or sometimes we wouldn't. And we'd just have somebody get up, give a sermon, and we'd just sing songs in the park. And so that's what we did till September from the end of April. And
Wow.
it was hard at first. I mean, we were not used to that
Yeah, no,
in the slightest.
In the park, right?
In the park, yeah.
Yeah, I think, isn't that what Dan Norton does
I don't know.
in Camden, Jersey?
No, that's Horton Hears a Who.
Continue.
Go ahead.
So we were just doing that for, I don't know how many months, but from the beginning of May to the end of September. And at the end of September, we had been going to this church called Landmark Baptist. It's about 25 minutes from our house. And they were having youth events. And we thought that was great since, we didn't really know anybody there, and it would be a good
Right.
chance to meet some people.
Right.
And so we went
Find
there.
a wife and stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Turns out they didn't have none.
didn't
Turns
have
out Texans are not who you want to wife
I
up.
went to separate the wheat from the chaff and found nothing.
Can't believe that people
chaff in this week.
Yeah.
So we did go there, and we had been going there for a few months, starting August, I think we were going. And somebody there was the niece of a church who had lost their pastor last February, so 2021, or 2022 rather. And so she was like, well, I have a great church that you guys can visit. And we had been visiting a few, but mostly we were going outside and doing our
Right, you were visiting
in the park.
churches just for fellowship and stuff
Yeah,
on
yeah,
random like night services
yeah,
and
like
stuff.
once a month or something
Yeah.
like that. And so we went there, the church that she said she had suggested, and it was great. And everybody was really happy to see us, and we were getting to know everybody. And they had let us know that they were looking for a pastor. And my dad was like, well, I'm here. It's our first Sunday. And my dad, every time we went to a
This is
church,
so funny.
the first thing he would say was, I'm willing to, or our family is ready to sing, pray, and preach anytime. So he always had something ready. Like, my dad is a prep. He's
Really?
a prepper.
Sing
Yeah.
right
He
now.
has,
Sing right now. Go.
Sing a song.
He
what
can
a beautiful name it is.
enough.
All right.
Now,
Enough. Put on the spot there. That's what
That's
we
good,
sang
though.
Sunday.
That's good. He is a good singer. Though. John's a good singer.
all blessings flow.
We do a lot of that now
Mm-hmm.
at church. We
Good.
sing it like every Sunday.
That's
It's
so,
really
so cool. So finish the
So
story.
you're the lead
So-
worshiper.
Well,
Don't stop making this story longer.
Sorry.
John is
So-
giving a lot of extra
yeah,
details.
to wrap it up, we moved there. They called us to join the church, and they wanted to vote us in, and they voted my dad in.
I can't wait
I
to.
don't know what's going
I know.
on.
I can't wait to go back in editing and find out what happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that again.
There's too much context now.
I'm gonna have to. I can't wait to go back and edit this. Who said it?
Nothing was said.
Nothing was said.
Accidental mishap. It was not. Did not go as planned.
Okay,
Go ahead.
to wrap it up,
Sorry.
they had voted my dad in, and my dad was willing to start immediately. So
Yeah.
that following Sunday, we were there, and they were like, you get up, you run the service, you tell us whatever, you set the schedule, and they were very gracious with everything. Like
awesome.
we were doing a lot of new things, and they started their church in 1986, and they were not doing 3 services a week; they were doing 1 on Sunday
Wow.
morning. And then my dad was like, "We'll be here Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night. Y'all can come if you want to."
Yeah, we've been meeting in the park. We're real glad to have a roof on our head.
We're
Yeah, really,
park
really.
goers.
It's not 115 degrees in church anymore.
That's great.
No.
But it's
No.
been really good. It's been really good.
Very
Everybody's been coming, like
Very
every
cool.
service. So
So we flew them in last year because they went to camp with us before, and then they're just up and gone to Texas, and they were having church in a field. So we figured we'd fly the kids in.
If you build it,
So we flew them in last year for West Virginia, then upstate New York, Harvest Bound,
yeah.
and then they were here for the summit. So this year we did the same thing, flew them in for West Virginia, and they'll be here for the Harvest Bound camp. So that's why
Holla.
they are here. And so
Amen.
Good
new,
times.
New movie idea. Church of Dreams.
Church
The
of
Field of Dreams.
Church of
If you build it, it will come.
If you build it, they will come.
That's
Very
funny.
nice, very
All right.
nice. But you
Yeah,
guys
I'm
went
done.
to camp. So West Virginia, Dustin was right.
Yep.
It was great.
Did you preach?
He did. I had something ready, but I didn't.
What? Go ahead.
No, I meant.
I asked if you
There.
guys preached,
Yeah.
and he said you
I
did.
said
oh,
you did.
yeah,
I had
Yes. So
Because you had said to have, and I already
right,
wondered
right.
if, because I remember that Ben Clark that just had him come up there last year.
Right. Well, they
So-
don't let you know you don't know you're preaching until it's time. Like you really don't know.
It's time.
They don't say
Yeah.
here you go. Here's the schedule. Like the preacher's there. You don't know
Yeah.
if you're going to preach.
But I feel like, I mean, they have I like Daniel Waters a lot. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
He's like, I can't. All right, he's going to feel weird, but I'm going to say Daniel Waters and Cameron Manarazi, when
Ooh.
they're preaching, it's like, I'm just sucked into the whole thing, you know? Like,
That's nice. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Very flattering. Wow.
Only those two. He pays attention to no one else.
I feel like we're so spoiled rotten at our church, and I'm sure everyone feels the same way with their own church, but like we have Cam and Pastor Gary, and it's a blessing, because you like it's we like having people come and preach, like visiting pastors or whatever, but to me they don't compare to what we already have,
Right.
so like
I feel that way with Dad for
Yeah.
sure.
I've talked
it's a
about it
blessing.
with a couple of people at our church. Like, I don't think a lot of people are aware how much of like a spiritual heritage the state of Delaware has.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's when you think about it, it's kind of crazy how many people.
There's a lot
are
of
out
Bible believing churches
Right.
in Delaware.
But even though like Ruckman is
Yeah.
from Delaware.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Buddy Blunkall.
Yeah.
I think Bill Grady. I think.
Yeah. From Philly, and
Yeah.
he grew up around Wilmington,
Around
and
Wilmington.
he would go to the fair down here.
Right.
So
Just some
weird.
crazy
And now-
stuff. Like he
then-
got his first Bible from the Delaware State Fair, 40 feet from us.
Yeah.
Something, Yeah. His
Yeah.
wife bought a Bible. It's nuts.
Alan Ryman moves to Delaware.
Right.
The Manarazis
You
are in
have
Delaware. Delaware
Sam
has
Ingram, who is
Yeah.
in Delaware.
Delaware has a huge spiritual
Yeah.
heritage. It's kind of crazy when you sit back and you like think about it.
No, you're right. You're right.
It's nuts.
There's a lot.
Yeah, because Ruckman's from Rehoboth.
He grew
Yeah.
up there. He grew up there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's nuts.
So camp though, man, it was so good.
It was
So we've been
it
going-
was really good.
We've been going to.
Is this the same campground
same
that
one,
I've
same
been?
one? Yeah.
Okay.
So we've been going for 14 years.
Yeah, long
He used to
time
bring
ago.
Jesse there, and they used to have
okay.
a couple weeks of camp, and Jesse would play the piano and preach.
Yeah, we do back to back. Which I
Yeah.
don't know if you've ever done 2 weeks of camp in a row.
It's probably
It's a lot.
Yeah, so David would bring Jesse there because Jesse
yeah.
can't see, but he can sing.
My God.
he
But he can sing.
he never got his license. It's kind of weird.
He can't just like touch the ground and
Harrison
know.
just called me and said he literally just called me before we started, and he's at junior camp in West Virginia, a different camp with Jesse.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
so he
That's
didn't
funny.
know if he should call in and we could get them both on the podcast. But
No.
I'm sure they're in service now.
I'm tired of talking
But,
to that guy.
Anyways,
Call whoever's preaching.
what
Jesse,
were we
that
saying?
is.
What were we saying? Oh,
We're talking about
camp.
camp. How
It was
good
a
it
really,
was very-
really great year. So we always bring up, we make that one our big because we've gone for 14 years. We kind of like, I do all the morning and night, like singing, the games and everything. And
It's your camp.
We do a lot of the camp. No, we do. Like we work at the camp.
Yeah.
We preach at the camp.
Edging out the other guys.
No, that's not
I'm
what I'm saying. But I've gone for 14 years, and
Yeah.
it started really small,
Uh-huh.
and so we had opportunity to help build, and so like I run all the games, we do all this stuff, and our group's a big part of that camp, and they're good friends or whatever. But so this year we brought 29, which is our biggest group, and dude, I'm telling you, like the spiritual awakening of our group
Was
more than I've
amazing.
ever seen
Yeah.
of any group we've ever brought anywhere. Like, I'm telling you, kids were deleted TikTok,
Yeah.
Instagram, Snapchat, came home, deleted stuff on their phones, got accountability. Yesterday's church services,
It was.
where we had 16
Dude.
teenagers in teen class, which was awesome. And like teens went home and got other friends to come to church. And like a teenager got saved yesterday morning. Testimonies were off the charts, like altars filled. I mean, just, and then last night, same exact
The same
Like,
thing.
It was a very, very, very amazing service. And some of these kids are like, I'm not playing this sport anymore. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to play this sport. And then go home and tell their parents, I'm not playing this sport anymore. It draws me away from God. Girls going home saying, I'm not playing volleyball because of the dress code. I can't play it. I'm not going back to public school. I'm like, God really, really, really moved.
Yeah.
And I'm very thankful for it. And John, go ahead. Tell what happened to you.
Oh, well, I was gonna say
I'm not gay no more.
I don't like men's anymore. I don't like men's anymore.
Remember that clip?
I don't like men's anymore.
Well, I was gonna say for our church, like yesterday, it was like a mini revival.
Yeah, it was like
our
an
church.
extension of camp.
Yeah,
it was. It was. Really
It was.
good.
I haven't. I mean, not that I feel like God shows up at our church very, very regularly, but the way that He showed up yesterday
Yeah, it was nuts.
was I don't remember the last time God showed up like that. I mean, it was
was great.
nuts, and that we're talking like Sunday morning and Sunday night, the same.
Right,
like,
right.
Yeah,
Literally, Dad exhorted, like he didn't preach a full message after Sunday morning, which I don't remember ever having a Sunday morning where there wasn't preaching.
yeah,
Yeah.
And we are not a served church where it's like there's always preaching. It's
Right.
we are not in a super emotional church. There's a lot of expression, but we don't like sing and 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 sing and
Right.
sing. and sing.
Yeah.
We don't do that. There's always preaching.
Yeah.
I know there's some controversy about well, there's just too much singing there. Preaching never happens. It always happens. But yesterday, the kids
Who was it, Vince?
it was the kids choir. It was the youth choir, and they were testifying, and then they'd sing, testify, sing, testify, sing. But then
What
Dad
is-
the
What
puppies
is that
over
Do you
there.
have a
noise?
demon in your walls? What is happening right now?
Yeah, the puppies were over there. So then Dad exhorted and like asked if there's anyone needs to get saved, and this 14-year-old girl looks up and was like, "Yeah, I need to get saved."
No.
And Dad
Yep.
says, "Would you like to step out?" And she's like, "No." He goes, "Well, would you like to pray right there?" And she goes, "Yeah." Every head bowed, Dad just walks through the whole plan of salvation with her, talking
Every head bowed.
one-on-one conversation.
You already know who it is, but every head.
one-on-one conversation. I'm watching because I'm a heathen. I wasn't gonna. bow my head.
Listen, everybody.
Yeah,
People.
but literally everyone, because I was on stage, everyone else's head was down.
Yeah.
But I was just watching, and Dad is just talking to her like no one else is in the room, and she's responding, and Dad goes like, "Jesus died on the cross because He loves you," and she was like, and she started weeping. And yeah, she got saved right there. Dad led her to the Lord right there. Went through all the
Yeah.
verses. Like no one. It was cool.
Sounds
It was
awesome.
just.
It was really.
It was awesome. So, John, what happened to you at camp?
Yeah,
Well,
sunburned.
I got sunburned.
You lost the rest of your
won
pants?
One round of Steal the Bacon.
Yeah.
Amen.
who'd you go against?
Ben Clark.
You lost the
The
rest
fact
of
that you
your
lost,
pants,
you won one.
I won one.
It's so cool.
Never got it back.
But the whole week I was praying because I felt this camp felt different, and I've been to
Yeah, I only pray 1 week out of the year too.
no, that's
Missy,
not
get-
what I
Just kidding.
Get-
I'm just kidding.
No.
All right. So I was just feeling like something was different this year than it had been other years, and I was praying about it, and it was like my heart just felt weird. Like I don't know, the Lord's telling me something. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
So I was just praying every service, like, Lord, help me to know, help me to know, help me to know. And Thursday night, I felt the Lord tell me, you're in the ministry, you're doing what I want you to do. That's great. And you know, it wasn't like this exactly, but this
Yeah.
is how it felt. Like, and He said, that's great, but I want you to do something more for me. And the Lord had called me to preach Thursday night, and I didn't realize it. And Friday night, it was like, that was it. I was like,
Yeah.
that was like the tipping point to say, you know, and I was not expecting that. I was expecting like anything else, but like I just didn't think.
You thought God wanted you to go
Yeah.
and be a Southern Gospel tour group singer.
Yep.
That's what you thought.
Yeah,
That's the
Well,
whole
like-
time. That's
well,
all the
that's-
all the
yeah.
signs.
Specifically out of
Everything was leading to
PCC.
that point.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's college tour group. That's not Southern Gospel.
That's all the same, bro.
but
I don't listen
was
to
good.
either, so.
Yeah, I go hard
And-
right, hard left. I skip all that and just go at the heavy metal.
I heard Christian rap.
Yeah.
Oh man,
What happened to you in Waco?
Walker.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So now the only
Oh.
reason he's able to sit in the chair is because he's now a preacher also. So, bye, Harry.
Yeah, no. That's kind of the.
Back.
Harrison's gone. He
Yeah.
out.
Yep.
He out.
He's no longer with us.
Yeah. So it was a good camp, and we will we will go to Harvest Bound, but we are only bringing.
We have this conversation every year.
We're Calvinists. We pick and choose.
We have this conversation every year where
We're
Cameron
bringing four.
goes.
We're bringing.
Cameron
you
goes.
two,
We're not bringing
Seth,
anybody to Harvest Bound
and
though.
Tyler Campbell. We're not bringing.
Yeah,
anyone.
Cameron always. We're not bringing anybody. Harvest Bound rolls around. I see like 7 people get out of the van.
Yeah. Well,
What are you doing,
it's
Cam?
hard to go back to back. Well, it's hard to get that same group that goes to West Virginia to come to.
Oh no, I get.
So
I get it.
we just picked some boys who were easy because we go to that camp to serve all. Like we go to sing and preach and try to be a blessing, but it's not like the camp where we take our church to. Maybe someday, but it's hard to do 2 full rounds because the church ends up paying for most of the kids, and it gets expensive.
Oh, I understand
and
that.
so it's like you can't really
Well
do
aware.
the same thing. So, especially when you're buying these guys plane tickets, it's just like yeah.
Get your home.
PK privilege. If you know what I'm saying. I'm joking. We love doing it, but yeah. So go ahead.
Question.
Hand up.
Just real quick. July 7th is
Oh,
what?
nothing.
July 7th is the 5th anniversary of Masiel getting killed.
Oh, I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna mention Sergeant. That you're now a sergeant.
Oh, did I not say that?
No,
before?
Sergeant Sadoff.
Yep.
Hey, oh!
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I thought you were gonna say. You said
No.
Yeah. No. Explain that. This is good stuff.
Masiel?
No, I don't care about whatever that is.
Yeah,
The sergeant sitting here.
He was one of my buddies who got killed in Afghanistan.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Oh.
Oh, bro, I'm sorry.
Yeah, an insider attack.
Oh,
The guy they thought they was their friend in the Afghan army is actually a Taliban insurgent. They drove by in a Humvee. They waved. He threw a grenade out and killed him. And then it started. It's supposed to initiate a firefight.
well, that was the ultimate buzzkill for your friend and us.
Yep.
All right, let's make it lighthearted again. His name sounds like cheese. Go.
Anyway,
Sorry, man.
yes, I am now a sergeant in the United States Army.
Yeah.
That's way better news.
Yeah. The man just leads over.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, 2 days ago, the 7th, my best
yeah.
friend got killed by a grenade.
Not my best friend.
A friend.
sergeant.
Well, why
He's
do
a-
you even bring it up then?
He's an
I'm
acquaintance.
just joking. I'm just
There's a
joking.
guy I met one time.
Anyway,
died.
we were supposed
This
to
guy I
go.
met one time. Can't meet him again.
My squad was supposed to go where his squad was at.
You have
It always-
PTSD, bro? You
it
didn't,
always-
you didn't talk about this?
No. Anyway,
I am sorry. I just wasn't expecting
no,
that.
you're good.
I
Man,
mean, you are red-eyed a little bit.
man, this is.
I am sorry. Like I
don't-
don't mean to make light of it. I
Gosh.
just wasn't expecting it.
It's okay. He's dead.
Oh, this is a comedy podcast.
Missy,
I would have been promoted a long time ago, but I am a red-blooded American.
but you
and
missed you failed at your ruck.
I failed. No,
You failed the rock last year.
I just failed at life.
No.
You know? No, the vaccine because I refused
Oh, yes,
to get it.
yes.
So that held things up for a while.
Well, you chose hold out a little bit or to be promoted immediately and have strokes the rest of your life.
Yep. So
Seizures.
now that I don't have strokes, I think I made out on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might even go further because
Yeah. Everyone else would be dead.
Yeah, man.
more dead
Well, congratulations, dude. Sergeant Sadoff. That's what he will
It's a mouthful.
be. Sarge. He is now Sarge. Sarge. All right, that's his new name. Not
No, no,
Dustin.
no. That's
Sarge.
That's
Email in. Congratulate Dustin so
Sarge.
we can read him
Sarge.
the emails. Listen, he
Congratulate
is
Sarge.
coming soon. We're going to do an episode on personality types. His personality types need a lot of affirmation, okay? He needs to feel appreciated, loved.
Shut.
He needs affirmation.
And he's not getting it from anyone on these couches.
No.
Mackenzie's not the one who will give it to him.
Mm.
You are, okay? So, I'm joking. She's the best thing that ever happened to you.
That's right.
Whew, she is for sure.
And she lets him know it.
Yeah. No, she doesn't. No. And that's when you say, no, she
No!
no, David, no.
Not my lifetime.
It's like a grenade launcher.
It is.
It's like a little...
It's a tiny little one.
Yeah. I think what we should do is cut this probably at 20 minutes, but just continue this on and then release the whole thing next week. You know what I mean? So we'll release 20 minutes of this tomorrow.
Yep.
25 minutes, but then we'll just continue on right now and release this, what we already covered, plus the rest
Plus
of it.
yeah.
That's what we'll do. So,
But
yeah, your life,
it's
man.
not Sarge it's a World War II outdated. It's like Sarn.
Sarge?
SARNT is how you would spell
Sarn.
it. If you Sarn, like you don't say Sergeant, like if Sergeant Sammons, it'd be Sergeant Sammons.
Well, why don't we refer to you affectionately as the Greatest Generations term for Sarge that won you your freedom to sit here tonight?
What is with this guy?
Sarge. I don't like Sarge.
Why do I keep coming to his house?
I gotta be honest. I have no idea what you guys are talking about right now.
So like the
So
we're talking about modern vernacular.
I'm trying to like lift him up and like praise him a little bit and give him a new title for the podcast, which I thought Sarge would be cool. Like call him Sarge.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that.
He's literally. How did you miss this? I've been talking about this for 5 minutes.
No, dude, I checked out because it was getting boring.
Talking about Dustin.
Yes.
Oh, dude. No, you probably checked out when he started talking about his buddy getting nuked by a grenade. You were just like,
no, he got my attention with that one.
Well,
I heard that one loud and clear, and so did his buddy.
Felt it too. Oh Lord.
Give me a high five right now.
That's awful. He's like, well, we weren't that close.
No.
So I said, let's call you Sarge, and Dustin goes, actually,
That's how I said
Sarge is what they used to call the sergeants in World
and then
War
he started like
II.
speaking Italian or something.
And yeah, he always. Well, he was saying the new modern term to refer to sergeant is SART.
Sarnt.
SART.
That sounds
Sarge.
way too close. Fart.
What's wrong with Sarge?
Nothing.
You would get hazed relentlessly. I would say that now.
Why in the army?
Who would get hazed?
Because
What kind of hazing are we talking?
It's like any other vernacular for any other.
I'll make
whatever.
fun of anybody.
Like, now the kids are saying Riz, and I still don't know what that means. So,
But so you would get razzed for calling your sergeant to the boys in the barracks Sarge.
if I were just like totally joking, maybe
That's kind of funny though.
But if I can't be like, hey Sarge, like,
You don't want to have any humor in your title. You want to be all business.
no. But I wouldn't.
Then why wouldn't you?
That's not a thing.
So why wouldn't you let a comedy podcast refer to you as Sarge?
Why are we doing these things?
I will call you Sart. But I guarantee you what's going to come out, Sarge.
Very.
Let's have a vote.
How about this?
Let's
I
have an
will let you
Instagram
know
vote.
right here, right now. I'm not calling you Sarnt.
Kaz, what are you saying?
Either way, I'm just going to call you Sarge because I don't care.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
We'll have a
Kaz.
poll, and I'll rig the poll
We'll
to
have a-
where nobody really knows.
We'll add 3 other sections that could
Sergeant-
potentially be votes
We'll
for
put
Cameron.
in idiot, dumb idiot.
How about this? I'm going to call you Sarge.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to call you Sarge. Anybody who feels the need to haze me or make fun of me for saying Sarge instead of Sarge,
I'm calling the army.
let those people know
Yep.
you're a loser.
And I'm a man.
Yeah. So
Word me to death.
Send your hate mail.
Yeah. Word me till I'm dead. Like that, Dusty?
none of those people are. Why did you have that queued up? What is?
I have no idea what Dustin's doing. He's off his rocker.
All right, we're gonna get flagged on YouTube.
Oh,
West
my
Coast
God.
Baptist College. You're not going to get flagged.
Oh, why'd you have that queued up so fast? That's
Well, my Spotify playlist is downloaded, so it's easy.
No. He thinks he effectively changed the subject. And he has not.
I did.
Because I'm not a rabbit on crack.
I guess you're not that spiritual.
yes.
We're still on.
Dustin, what I'm saying is I'll call you whatever I want to call you, and I'll make fun of all your superiors. If they
I'm
don't like
gonna
it.
chug this, and then it's gonna come out of my ears.
Oh, we should have done the Sprite thing again. That was so
We
much
should've.
fun.
Yeah. Now, what if we did? Can we do it with a different? Like, would it be harder with?
I think because
or
Sprite
would
is
Sprite be
so
easier?
carbonated.
It is very fizzy. What about that new Starry stuff? The Pepsi's version of Sprite.
No, it's 7-Up. It's the new 7-Up.
I'm not.
They got really?
I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of that.
Starry is
Pretty
like
good.
the new 7-Up.
I did not
They
realize that.
just they
It's
like
good.
Didn't
Yeah,
it's good.
Didn't they rebrand Sprite like in the last like 10 years, and they changed the name for like a year, and then they changed it back? I feel like that happened. I don't know.
Not that I'm aware of.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry,
Yeah, I mean it's like you're just wrong.
Sarge.
I'm
Sorry.
used to it. Sarge.
Sarge. Sarge.
Sharp. Shadow.
So
Hey guys,
we got another email from Marge Holloway.
is that is she real?
Mm-hmm. Wait, Kaz, get my iPad over there. I mean, I don't know if she's real, honestly. We're gonna put out a poll.
Should we bleep out her name since you said it?
Welp.
I didn't think
Nah,
about
let
that.
it fly, bro.
No.
It's over there by the
I don't
coffee.
care anymore.
By the coffee, Marge. Don't be a Marge. Marge.
Madge.
Sarge, Marge.
Whoa.
Mageline.
Sergeant
There you go.
Margent.
I didn't read the whole email.
All right. All right.
I figured we would discuss it. And beam it up on the thing. Beam. Star Trek.
Beam me up, Scotty.
This is Marge.
What episode is this? 58? The same age as David.
I gotta be honest, I have no idea what it was.
I think it's 58.
It's been so long
You're
since
either
we recorded.
58 or 59.
Speaking.
Watch speaking?
It might be hard for me to say something useful, but I'll do my best.
Mark, why are
Don't
you
insult
speaking?
yourself.
Get away from me. Mark, shut up. I hate you.
I don't know if you know.
is the seat hot?
Nobody has said anything
Hold on,
useful at
something,
all.
get that joke.
I am 15 years old.
And how soon are you looking to settle down?
Tomorrow?
I don't know what that means.
Hey, if John's not available, dang it, I said that. Oh my god.
Cut it.
I'm not.
We're gonna add a hey. No, yeah.
Today's not my day. Today is
Bro,
not my day.
What a
We
Look,
should keep it in. Just go like.
It's Monday. We had a great church service yesterday. Good youth camp. It's the devil, man.
man.
I'm not with it today.
It was a good service yesterday.
Well, thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
I love messing with Mark.
Say something useful. Do it.
Mark, think of something right now. This is good. What do you know about dolphins?
Not much.
Yeah.
No, I have nothing
Talk
useful
about
to say.
Dude.
Mark never is at a loss for words until you put him
On the spot.
On the spot.
What am I
Mark usually keeps things going pretty well.
He does.
Here's a cool story. I got a free Galaxy Watch 5.
I would be careful if you tell that story to,
I don't
because
care.
I'm sure it's somebody that you know.
It's not.
Hey, look, our
Yeah.
our Shopify bill came out
From how?
$1
From how? So here's what happened.
Here
What
we go.
happened was, I went to my parents' house the other day and I saw this sitting on the mantle of their fireplace, and I said, "Who got a Galaxy Watch 5?" Now I have the original Galaxy Watch, which I don't know if you know how numbers work. 5 much later.
Much later.
So I said, "Who's got a Galaxy Watch 5?" And my dad goes, "I found it." And I go, "You just found it?" And he goes, "Yeah." So I go, "Oh." I was like, "Well, let me charge it up, see if I can find out who it belongs to." So I charged it. I took it to my house, charged it. And then I saw the name of the person who was logged into their Samsung account. So I texted my dad and I said, "Do you know this guy?" And he goes, "No, I've never heard of him." I go, "Okay." So I did a factory reset. And then I said, "Dad, I reset it and charged it. It's yours. You can do what you want with it." He goes, "Oh, I don't wear watches. You can have it." So now I have a Galaxy Watch
Hashtag
5.
blessed, bro.
Well,
Yeah.
Tony Shirley would say that's clean living.
Clean living.
Clean living.
So now I
Clean
got
And you
I
see
got
me
a
and Dustin's
Galaxy
wrist?
Watch 5.
Oh, dang it.
but this
He
is
has
a
one.
3. I got Kenzie the 7, and that thing is sweet.
Ooh.
Not,
Why are you taking it off?
However, it's
I'm
got
not
this
scratching my
wrist.
it's got this ugly camo band on it. And I've never worn camo in my
You
life.
are a dummy.
Redneck.
I've never worn camo in my
The
life.
only reason I'm not
so
wearing camera right now is because I'd get yelled at.
Okay.
I put this camo on and now I'm just like,
Here we go. Here's a.
Amen.
This is an email from Seth Hayes. Along the lines of the guy deciding to go ahead and take off the rest of his mangled finger. Remember that, David?
huh?
Remember
Was that
episode?
the
Last episode we did the vroom, where he took off his finger.
Oh yeah.
Guys, you can pull up a chair if we're right here if you want. Well,
Or you can lay on the floor.
He
On your stomach.
proceeds to tell us the worst story I've ever heard in my life.
So
Even
I've-
worse
so I've
than
read.
Dustin's story that he just told us about his friend. Unfortunate. When my dad was with the Montgomery County Fire Department, a man fell into the metro tracks while one of the trains was coming and got sucked into the gap between the platform and the train, which is only a few inches. He was, to quote my dad, who was one of the first ones on the scene, mangled like a bread tie.
What's a bread tie?
That's the thing you put
For
on your
the
bread. and
twisty
go,
tie for the bread.
yeah.
The one that men never use because
Yeah.
it's stupid.
Yeah.
What an odd.
But the
I just rolled
train
up,
was holding his insides in, which I don't understand.
I don't understand this.
So my dad sat with him while they waited for the priest and his daughter to show up and say
I
his
get
last
it.
rites.
So he was stuck.
Yeah.
The train hits him. Ka-ka. So his lower half
Right.
gone.
Right.
But because there's so much pressure,
right.
he's still alive.
Yeah, the train was still moving.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
the longest train ever. So they had to wait. This is
Before they moved the train. All right, so he read him his last rites with him before they moved the train. Once they did, he was gone. And I don't understand why he shared this with us.
No.
This was far different than talking about.
I gotta be honest with you.
I gotta be honest, Billy. I don't believe you.
My life
you're
was
up.
better before I heard that
My
story.
life was
I read
better
it.
before
I
you were
This
in
is
it.
the worst story I've ever heard.
That just ended
Like, I
up
want to go
Camper Bible.
jump in front of a train now.
Look, you have
There, have it.
you have a draft for that email. You didn't finish it.
Yeah, I did not show you. All right, guys. Here's
do you want me to read it?
Oh my goodness.
Marge Holloway.
Can I read it?
Hello, my name
You can
is.
read it.
I want to read this.
Okay.
I'll read it. I won't make any comments until the
Okay,
end.
just
I'll
read it. Yep.
Hello. I can say her name now.
Yeah,
right?
go ahead.
Hello, my
Said
name is
7
Marge
times.
Holloway, and I was told that you read my email on your podcast and said it was hate mail.
We did.
Question marks, a whole bunch of them.
I
But
mean, I don't-
do not hate anyone. I think you should take your own advice from your own podcast name
All right.
and calm down because it is fine.
Oh, she got us.
Which and that alone makes me think that this is a spam. I was also told that you did not want to say my name, but I am not ashamed. Jesus was not ashamed of people saying his name, and I'm not either, because
Yeah,
she's like
'cause
Christ.
we're in
She's
the
like,
same
maybe
context
you
there.
should think about your double standards because you said Jesse Clark's name and such
Yeah.
mean things. Again, so please consider the consequences of your actions because actions have consequences.
Oh.
Like the Bible says, God bless Marge Holloway.
All right, I have a lot
I
of things
think that
are running through my head right now.
This
First,
has to be.
we have had a discussion on whether or not this is a.
The only reason we said her name is because she said, "Say my name."
She did. So we've had a discussion on whether or not this is a
I think this is Jesse Clark.
real life person. Now, here's the thing. In case that Margaret here is in fact in existence, but much like dinosaurs, haven't seen it, so I don't know if I technically believe it.
No pick, no pick.
So we did not say that it was hate mail. We titled the episode hate mail because it's clickbait and people are like, oh, they got hate mail, let's read it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
Marge.
we didn't say that you hated us.
And what? Who cares if we did?
Yeah, also if we did, it calm down, it's fine.
It's just like a running podcast of telling people, "Calm down, it's fine," as they respond back.
Yeah.
To, "Calm down, it's fine.
Calm down, it's fine. You calm down, it's fine. On top of that, the reason we use Jesse Clark's name and not yours is because we know Jesse Clark,
Yep.
and
On
he
a
knows,
spiritual level.
and he knows that when we
Tiger
are just
beat a horse."
yeah, well, he does know that because he's smart. But he knows that when we're just joshing around and we're
Leave
making
him out of
jokes
this.
about him,
Leave him out of this.
Yep. We
When
are
we're just-
not.
when we're just joshing and
He
jiving,
who shall not be named.
We're just jaking around.
yeah,
Yep. We're jaking.
he understands that we don't dislike this individual, so
margin
it's okay
around.
to say his name. Whereas you came at our throats, Margaret.
Yeah,
You
Margaret.
came at us.
I really feel
And
like
you
this
know
is
what?
fake.
Margaret, who is? All right, I was told. All right, who is this teller?
Also, what a vague.
And if this person has enough time
What's
to
the-
listen, stop.
Sorry.
pause.
Never say that again. Never apologize, because you have just as much right to be here as anyone. So don't apologize.
Well, he's missed a lot of episodes.
Yeah.
Because of the military, the government.
He's
Parent,
sergeant now.
Don't apologize.
Sarge.
You're a full-grown man.
We have to salute you.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you for your service.
The sorry tracker.
Thank you for-
Twice. Don't apologize. But
I
also,
haven't said that in a long time.
Get
don't
outta
ever
here.
cross me.
Don't ever cross me.
Don't ever do something that I don't like.
Was that directed to Dustin?
Ever
or
look at me
Margaret?
in the face
Margaret?
again.
All right, so here's it goes. I was told this person is listening to all our episodes at least an hour of their day once a week, except last week. They're just listening to our episodes and they're telling Marge. So this person's obviously a fan because I don't listen to stuff that I don't like. So why are they spending time listening?
Yep.
But then telling this Marge lady, like, hey, they're trashing you. Like, do they want the podcast to continue or end? Like, my point is, like, why are you complaining so much if you're obviously listening? And you're I mean, Marge.
Come on, let's come together and reason.
Marge, all right.
Listen, hear me out.
From your profile picture, Marge.
Oh my gosh.
Leave us alone. I mean, honestly, what are you?
We have no managers for you to speak to.
Marge, couple questions.
We are the managers.
How old are you, Marge?
You can't ask
Marge?
a lady that.
Well, I mean, she's already told her age. Really?
Listen, you can't ask. Listen,
Marge, how old are you? You have nothing to hide. Tell us.
Forget all of that.
Jesus wasn't ashamed.
Forget all of that. One, what's your middle name? Two, since
Where
you want
do
us to
you
say your
live?
name so much. Two, what is this vague threat? Please consider the consequences of your actions.
What have we done?
Because, and in all caps, actions have consequences.
Well, what my thing is that
This
like
is
the Bible
second,
says.
Yeah, this is the second.
this is spam.
Individual.
This is
The only reason I am saying this, like,
Because you don't believe she exists.
I don't believe she
No.
exists.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
like, tell me your age, Marge.
Dude, what if she really does exist?
Then Marge, I
If she
apologize.
does, then this is a.
But
this
prove
is
to me you
weird.
exist. Send me your age, and give up
FaceTime
whoever
in.
is
Call into the show.
whoever is associated with her. You email us privately and say, "Yo,
Whoever's pretending to be this woman has just failed.
I wanna see if
my
Family-
address is Dorman Street." What is your address, Dustin? I know it's Dorman Street.
I want to see a family photo of you and this niece or nephew,
Dorman
whoever
Street,
is telling you about us.
Harrington. Google Earth it. You'll see a green truck or a Conn's mechanical van in the driveway.
Oh my gosh, dude,
That's Dustin's
that's
house.
a dangerous game you're
That's a
playing.
dangerous game.
Dorman Street, Farmington.
I
Delaware.
need to take care of my yard. My
Don't do
flower beds
anything
are
crazy
terrible.
though. You might get
Anyways.
shot.
All right, Marge. Have at it. I don't know.
Maggie.
All right, this is Jesse Clark, another
Maggie.
email. I texted my brother about the newest episode, Hate Mail. He didn't listen to the previous episodes, so he didn't understand the tiger versus horse comment, but apparently he didn't need to. Screenshot attached. Maybe Cameron could also bring a knife to a gunfight and tell us how he's going to win that too. Look at this.
I want to read this
And
text.
so
so bad.
look at that guy. So I read it. It goes, "What is the tiger versus horse question?" And it's a screenshot of their text message. Jesse goes, "Cameron and David each get to take an animal into battle. Cam chose a horse. David chose a tiger. They had almost an entire episode," which is false. It was literally like 10 minutes in the middle of an episode.
Well,
Almost an entire episode arguing about it, and then about who would win in the fight.
How about we
It was-
stop yelling
was
at the
not-
people who clearly agree with me, Cameron?
It was the
Continue.
entire previous episode. And then Ben goes, "How do they even argue about that? The tiger wins.
Fairly
David doesn't
easily.
have to do
Fairly-
anything."
Listen, I don't know if you've ever met me and Cameron. We can argue about anything.
No, we don't.
I said we could. We could.
hey, do you think you could take on against an invasion of ants?
Bro, I was just about to bring that up. I was just about to bring that up. Cameron is the man who can't win a fight against ants, but is somehow gonna mollywop a tiger to death with a golf
David,
club.
you're the guy who weighs $120 and you think you can beat up 112-year-olds who are the same size as you.
Cake. What?
Literally, so that's insane. But look, my point is this. Here is my last whatever. on
I'm
the-
beating up 12-year-olds and ants at the same time.
You've got the skinniest wrists. It's not happening.
Bro, it is happening, bro.
And the ants,
It's happening.
again, people, you
Listen.
can look at this mockery, but I could be 100 dumb ants, normal ants, just like they are, or whatever was it,
100.
trillion? How many was it? How many
John,
ants?
John.
All the
I
ants
don't
in the
remember. It
world?
was like a couple billion. or
John,
something.
all the ants in the world who have human intelligence coming against us, and they're breeding like bunnies on Easter. There's a lot of ants. What do you think? Now, I know you are intimidated by these guys, but like sitting right here,
I'm
the
intimidated. You
ants
just
would
said I
win.
couldn't
I don't know.
fight
You think the
kids.
ants would
Now I'm
win?
There's
intimidating
like-
all of a
yeah.
sudden.
There's way more.
That's
You just
why
said I
I
couldn't
was.
beat up children. Now I'm intimidating the teenager next to me. Do you see how back and forth he is?
Mark,
A double-minded
about this
man.
guy.
you're close enough to
Do you-
12.
do
Let's
you
see
see
how-
Mark, stand up.
How
Mark,
many?
how
How
old are
many
you?
Mark
What do you think?
Tangenellas
How old
can
are you?
take
15?
on? I could take on 1,000.
Not
Yeah,
our
yeah,
best
yeah.
argument. So,
Listen, do you see how double-minded
Let's
this
get
man
Kaysen.
is?
huh?
Let's get
Casey,
Kaysen.
Yeah.
come on down, son.
Jason.
This man thinks he can fight off a tiger with a golf club. And this is the man you're gonna follow into battle?
I'm just saying there are a lot more ants than humans, and if they're as smart as humans, I don't know.
All right, don't
I
be a
don't
politician.
see
Pick
how-
sides, son.
Well,
Yeah.
I just
Ants would win. Ants
it's
would
funny.
win.
Oh my
we,
gosh,
we
dude.
act like the ability
you
of
guys-
an ant is incredible.
Did you guys have any smart teens in your youth group before you just?
We do now that they left. No. So listen.
But the ants don't have God on their side, so there's that.
There are
If the
clever-
ants have human intelligence, God's not involved.
Dude, listen.
Like we're living in a post-religious world.
Bro.
We found out nothing's real. The
So
Bible
this is a
written by actual men who
This
are
is-
fallible. Like
so this is a
it was a
sacrilegious
big-
question.
We were all wrong.
Therefore,
True.
anything he says in favor of the ants is wrong.
Sacrilegious or sacrilegious?
That sacrilegious
Call
was
back.
Jesus grittying.
Call back.
That was awful.
All right.
I love how of all the things we've said and done, March had no issues with sacrilegious socks. Yeah, but she calls us out on
Because
laughing
she's
at
fake.
because Deacon, the walking deacon.
Listen, no, you know what it is? Marge is actually the walking deacon. He got a hold of the podcast.
Also, she never answered any of the questions we asked her last time.
Mm-mm.
No,
because she's fake.
That's rude. You
she
know?
got no receipts.
That's rude.
You know who
Yeah.
could be
That's
Mar-
not even proper
You know,
war
Your
etiquette.
actions
Hey.
have consequences.
You know who could be Marge Holloway? Seth Hayes.
I was gonna say
Because I
that.
feel like he is smart enough to know
Yeah.
how to word everything to make it look like an old lady.
But also still annoying with a fake
Yes.
identity.
And
Yes.
both Marge and Seth would fall in the war against the ants.
Yeah.
So
Listen to me though. All right.
could
So as
very
far
well
as the
be
tiger
Seth.
goes, now I want you to be honest.
me,
Does Jesse, in his text to Ben, does he accurately give the actual argument? He
I
leaves
mean-
some stuff out.
the
I feel
He
like
just says, like, I feel like because I've talked to people who are 50-50 on this, it's either 100% tiger and all those people are on the spectrum. And then I talk to people who aren't on the spectrum and they say, oh yeah, no, a war horse and a talented warrior on top of it who is used to killing and clapping
Cameron.
heads.
If you're talking,
Just looking at me
Cameron,
like,
if you're talking to anybody who uses talented warrior in reference to you, those are the people you should really be questioning.
talented warrior.
Did those people say that question and then immediately start licking windows, or was it a few minutes later?
Licking windows and eating paint, drinking paint.
So I did win the water slide.
I was so mad about that. I just need one more go.
I feel like if there's talent to be had, it's the hillbilly water slide at camp. Me and Dustin were in a battle. They literally set up a tarp on the side of a mountain, and they take Dawn dish soap and spray it on there and just a hose.
This is like the death slide at Promised Land.
Yes. And so, but it goes down the hill, and there's a creek like 100 feet past it, and we got like when you hit the grass, like the end of the tarp, we were going 20 feet. And then we'd like
The
create
max
30 feet, 40 feet.
You
We
ended
got
up
to
making it 60 feet.
60 feet past in the grass, like
Yep.
from end of the tarp to grass.
Look, we were getting it, brother.
Everyone at camp, I went the farthest. So if that has any indication of me,
Let me
putting some-
explain something. I held the record first, and then Kim got involved, and we went back and forth. I didn't get the run I needed.
He's thinner. He's a little more aerodynamic.
I was 3 inches from beating
thick
his
hips.
record.
yeah. dude.
If he had longer arms, it would have worked.
If I was a
My
better,
arms were
if
part
I
of
was
the,
more talented,
No. That's part of the reason I'm going to win in this battle is because my arms
Because
are
of
so
his-
long. And here's the thing.
I would like to.
What?
Look, dude, wingspan with a golf club on my horse, that tiger's jumping and I'm going clap, bro.
I had like
Wackadoo.
bro. Are we in
Four.
Yo,
Hole in one.
This is the craziest. We must be at a trampoline park because the way you just jumped from one conversation to another is
He
insanity.
must be the dribbler.
Okay, so in all reality, here I will be honest.
In all reality, dude, I want to print this out and turn it into a poster.
That is
It
hilarious.
literally looks like us. This is
No, the
such
guy
How did
Jesse
he-
drew this. He took that from episodes of our podcast. All like
Right.
the hoodie I'm wearing or whatever, and what you're wearing. He took from. He watched the videos and then drew it.
dude. I would literally.
We have to put it on Instagram.
I would.
All right,
I
so
would post. I would
Here's
literally
what
turn this into
this
a poster.
guy drew a picture poster, and it has me on a horse chilling with a golf club. The horse is literally also leg up, like no rush in the world, no worries. Me, hand in the pocket, golf club over my shoulder.
That's not
And
no
it says-
worries. That's has already like.
Well, he told
come
me
to
at camp,
terms.
you were like, not worried. You think you totally got this. And he writes, Cameron, number 1, brimming with overconfidence, expecting an effortless victory from the horse doing something miraculous.
Per usual.
And then he goes,
sounds about right.
And then he goes,
this man knows you.
Horses
David,
are known.
riding a tiger, preparing for the swift and brutal destruction the tiger is about to deliver. And David's tiger is mid-jump in the air, fangs aright, and he has his golf club risen, ready to strike, and his mouth is open like a savage warrior.
You know what's also crazy?
And I'm sitting up there with a he should be on a t-shirt.
Do you want to know what's also nuts? Is that he's got it in my left hand. How did he know?
That's
They were
weird.
left-handed.
That's crazy,
That's
right?
weird.
That's weird.
He was paying
But
way
it's in
too
my
close
left
attention.
hand too.
Are you left-handed?
It's another
No.
reason you're gonna lose. You should just swing with your left hand and just be like,
All right. In all honesty, here we go.
Yep.
And look, David.
Yeah.
All right.
yeah.
I don't know if you can do this, but I can actually, like, withdraw from the humor and the joking and whatever, and we can actually be serious. Here's what I was. You can't do it though.
About this?
No. But listen, hear me out.
Okay, go. I'm hearing.
I can do this. You probably can't. If you are riding a tiger,
Oh, I would. I'm sorry. No, get serious. I'm sorry. I'm
if
sorry.
you're riding a tiger with a golf club and I am riding a horse with a golf club, if you are, I would lose. I'll be honest. But for point of argument, just gonna roll with it.
Yeah, it's
All right,
funny.
so-
It's not funny if you agree with me.
Right. But here's the thing. In reality, you're not riding a tiger.
I could train one though.
Okay, but that's in reality. No one has ever find me an account where someone has ridden a tiger into battle.
Seth Hayes just emails. He's like,
Or I'm just being serious.
Right.
So that's not happening. And even with just me on a horse with a golf club against a tiger, I'm losing. And I will admit that. But the reason we brought the golf clubs in because we had talked about golf, and they were so, with a golf club. You know.
Also,
and then I didn't expect it to blow up like it did.
know.
But here's what I do
Jesse, could you turn Cameron's horse into a unicorn, please?
know. Here's what I do know, and I will stand by this, and this is actually real. If that's me on a horse with a sword, like if we made it a sword,
Okay.
and you are on a tiger with a sword,
Yeah.
I'm very confident that I would win.
No.
But with a golf club, no. But in all reality, me on a horse with a sword is reality, and he would never actually get on the tiger. And that's my argument.
I'll have to
and it's
get
just
on it.
I'm fighting a tiger with a sword, which I can do, and David's on the ground chasing us
have
as
you-
his tiger's dead.
Yeah, Dustin, I'm starting to think that Cameron has never actually seen a tiger.
What you know?
big.
Tigers sleep 23 hours a day.
You get so he would get up and in 1 hour kill you and then
Dude,
go back
I
to
will
sleep.
literally rest until he gets up, and then just take a 2-hour jog with my horse. I will even jog beside the horse.
Listen, if we
that
that's
a-
so much better.
is that
if
a
we
male
look
or
at the
female
details
tiger?
in that, dude? That's wild.
Because there's
My
no
point
way.
is,
I wanna
that-
turn this
with a
into a
golf club,
poster
yeah,
so
you win.
bad.
But with
no-
a sword, I'm winning.
Dude, I'm printing this out. This is so funny.
It's funny.
I want Jesse, legitimately, if we could get a picture of this without the words.
Yes.
Right? If you took the words off, I would put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, because it's so funny.
That's a great T-shirt.
Literally, if you
and then he
took
had to
the words
explain
off.
it to somebody.
Yes, Jesse, if you're listening, please take the words off. Send us a picture of just
Oh, he could
that,
easily do that.
And I literally want to make this into a t-shirt, or be cool and make us t-shirts with this picture, and then send them in.
You could do stats like on the back of the T-shirt, like
Not
stats
this
for the
time.
tiger.
Don't make it complicated.
Shut up, John.
Yeah, John, this is fine.
Just
I'm booted from the podcast. That's it.
get
Okay,
out of here.
he's not-
Get out of here.
Cut him.
My goodness. Read
You've
that, Dustin.
reached your word limit.
This is your.
Are y'all okay? From Ellie.
Yeah. she
Is this
sent
in
an email.
reference to us not
I'm
posting?
assuming, yeah. That's from
Well,
today.
here we are. We're okay.
We're here.
My only thing with the tiger, like, so if I feel like, and this is, we don't initially define our terms for one of these things.
Oh, yeah.
We start off with like ants versus humans, and they have human brains, and we're like, oh, you know, and then it gets in depth.
No, that was actually it. That was that.
no.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Here's
The 12-year-olds thing we had to put them in
We-
like a
yeah.
Coliseum setting
like,
to figure out.
also to be fair, anything that is like rooted in reality, generally, all four of us agree on.
Yeah.
It's when it comes to the insanity.
I think the reality of that though is
a tiger would kill the horse and you and me.
No,
Okay,
in reality, I could ride a horse and kill a tiger with a sword. I could.
You can't.
Absolutely. It's been done. What hasn't been? Yes, it's a war. If I'm picking a horse, I'm picking a giant, massive war horse who is like, let's go. And then the tiger jumps on the horse, maybe kills it, but as it's eating the horse, I'm stabbing the tiger. And then I kill you. Boom. Like it's so, it makes so much sense.
As you're stabbing the tiger, I'm stabbing you.
You can't even run. You can run 100 yards, you said, and then you're going, I've taken it all into account.
It's fine. I've trained the tiger. I go, hold, hold,
You're like the gladiator.
I genuinely don't know if we were to do this in a realistic setting, who would win? My
Cassie, if you send me a picture of that stupid horse again,
yes, you do. Yes, you do.
And listen, this is
at the end of the day, we might both be dead, but he's dead first.
Yeah, I'm not.
But
I'm not
look, number one, if
you're an old man and a fool,
or me, and I had to have a tiger, I wouldn't ride it. I would just do like the Vietnamese, capture it, release it, and then watch it do its thing.
Right, but then again, I feel pretty dang confident. How many movies have you seen where the lion or tiger jumps and the guy's like standing there like, oh?
Well, the keyword to that was movie.
If David can kill a lion,
I don't know.
No, if David can kill a lion with his hands,
I don't know.
Well, he had God on him.
Yeah, but
no, I haven't done that in so long. Right? I'm animal activist now. I don't do that anymore. What I'm saying is,
I kill that tiger.
You
can't.
If you were traveling,
yes.
If you're traveling,
I would give me a BB gun. Now we're getting silly again.
If you're traveling, so what did you guys say? 55 miles an hour. The
horse can run an average
on the maximum
like
speed.
A hodunky horse.
Yep.
Like a miniature horse.
So
and a tiger averages around
I'm just
35,
saying,
40.
I'm booking it
for the sake of the
Straight to your
argument.
death.
If you have
they hunt tiger, how did the tigers become extinct?
You would get to your because they were too dangerous, so humans had to take them out.
Yeah, but we're not talking about riding a horse with a sword. We're talking about guns.
Well, before they didn't have guns, they would kill them.
Culling.
I understand, but
how do you think it got to the Coliseum?
It took more than one person.
Bro,
I don't think it was.
Listen. Humans kill tigers, yes. That's because on average we're on the top of the food chain.
I'm going to bring back some facts about: is it possible to kill a tiger with a spear or a sword?
Well, you can definitely kill
an average.
You would be able to kill it with a sword. It would be a matter of getting a good blow on it. This is a large animal.
Be more specific.
If you hit it and you don't hit something vital.
Be more specific,
You're already
Cameron.
close enough.
You can't just say, "Can you kill a tiger with a sword?" Yes, they're not magical. You have to say, "Can a trim carpenter kill a tiger with a sword?"
I'm not a trim
Can
carpenter.
your average trim carpenter?
I can kill a trim carpenter with my trim tools. I could kill a tiger with my trim tools.
You've got to be specific.
I will use my nail gun
because we're not.
I will use my angle nailer. Clock, clock, right in the temple.
You're so ridiculous.
Little kitty cat.
My point in this would be that
I will arm wrestle it. No, I will choke hold it onto my chop saw.
Now you do
is it possible for you to kill this tiger with a sword? Yes. Do I think it would be very likely? Probably not. That would be my argument.
No, it says, can you kill a tiger with a sword?
Yes.
Yes. Can Cameron kill a tiger with a sword?
Well, I'm just saying.
It's not like I'm a scrawny little weakling.
I'm not saying
I can train and do it. I mean, I feel like that's not insane.
I'm not saying you're a scrawny weakling. I'm also saying we're not fighting
has something
cubs.
he'd like to say.
Kaz.
I mean, if we're talking about reality here, I mean, the Mongols rode horses and they were trained horsemen on.
Are they still in control of the world?
Look,
are they still like alive?
If you give me 1 year to train with a horse, look, I'll take anything.
No, they got beat by a bunch of Japanese people.
Point being is
with no tigers.
What's wrong with them?
We could get into
now. Imagine
you act
them
like they
with
can't
tigers.
beat anything. You act like Japanese people are just scraps.
No,
But-
I'm
so
saying
Japanese
people.
my
Japanese people
argument-
with
David's
no tigers.
racist. Everyone.
as to why I understand.
And he does.
Obviously, horses have been used in combat, and it makes sense to use them in combat. But if you're like you get into guerrilla tactics in Vietnam, the Vietnamese captured Bengal tigers and released them on Americans with guns and killed that was. Ancient Orange and Bengal tigers were a huge fear in Vietnam.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but the Vietnamese War was pretty big.
The Vietnamese War.
It's pretty big.
You're so weird.
You know,
big deal.
History.
There's a lot.
Check it, bro. Listen.
What is happening?
Yeah. So there's that.
I'm just saying that I don't. It wouldn't. I mean, I really could go either way on this if we're using the scenario that's in my head.
Give David a year of training and me a year of training. Who's more likely to come out like him a year of training from here to 1 year with a tiger, Dustin, and then give me a year of training with a warhorse and a sword or a spear? Who's gonna win this battle?
You have to, but
He's
you have
dead
to no
right on the
no.
gate.
You
So it's
have
just
to
me
get.
against the
even
tiger.
if,
If I'm raising
he's
a tiger-
paired with the tiger,
If I'm
then
raising
the
a tiger-
would be his teammates. Even if he dies, if the tiger
If I
eats
ha-
him, the tiger
stop.
still
If
has.
I'm
all he has to do
raising-
is-
Tiger is part
Yeah.
of David is the tiger.
If I am raising a tiger, you also have to raise the horse.
It's 1 year, bro.
Okay, if I'm raising a tiger, you have to raise the horse.
Okay.
All right.
I will raise the tiger. I will
thing
raise a
is,
horse.
It is,
All right.
It's very possible to train a tiger. I mean, they
I'll
had a
beat
whole
you-
TV show on this.
Cameron, I don't know if you realize this. I'll get you dead with a laser pointer. Cameron's like, where's David at? You just see like
My point is, watching the scenario unfold, like even
I'm training
like
with a sword for a whole year.
Train with
Me
a
too.
sword on a horse.
Me too.
Versus even an untrained tiger.
Watch that tiger
It would be.
when it's
It would
chasing me.
be.
Just watch it. Just
It would be lost or
I'm just like-
won on a technicality, or not a technicality.
And then I
It
wait
would
for it
be
to
very. It would be very reliant on the actions on.
I don't know what that is.
that's me on my horse, bro.
Are you on Cobblestone Road? What is?
They have
Shing, shing.
You know what we could do? They have they're
We fighting in London in the
I
20s? What
have-
is happening?
I have this thing on my computer called Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, and you can have anything.
But you can't put his specs into my specs.
I would just have a horseman versus a tiger.
99
A
overall.
horse against a tiger.
No,
Horsemen.
Like
90
cavalry,
99.
like one guy on a horse with a sword versus because they have.
But can he be
they
like your
have
regular
a horseman,
townsman
and they
kind
have a
of
tiger?
guy?
Shut up,
Because
David.
that's really what I'm driving home right now.
Well, look, here's
This isn't like a warrior. This is like your
Then
neighbor.
look, we'll throw a tiger in there, and then we'll throw a random man in there, and then we can have you can set up who's striving to attack what, and all. Like you can
It's
set all
in
the
relatively good shape and 6'3", with a very good wingspan
We can.
and athletic. That's all I'm banking on.
That's all I'm begging on.
all I have in life.
I just thought about that right now. That would be so interesting.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't think about this earlier.
I didn't. It's called Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator.
Also,
Do we have one on
I
here?
gotta be
Can we
honest
put
with
one
you.
on here?
I'm
look it up.
surprised we're even
it's
talking
on Steam.
about
You'd
this.
have to have get a computer out.
He doesn't know what
download
Steam
it.
is.
I can't just.
He doesn't know what
can't, no.
Steam is. Yeah.
Well, it might. Maybe it's on the Apple Store now. But I doubt it. It's
question-
definitely more of a PC thing.
The question really is Jesse, can we get that T-shirt? It's really I want that on a T-shirt because
Well, let
that
me ask you
picture's
this.
hilarious.
Let me ask you this.
Win, lose, or draw.
Dustin,
I
what
want
would
that
you
T-shirt.
bring into battle?
I'd bring an elephant, a war elephant.
A war
That's
elephant.
what I would.
War
pick.
elephant.
You're so stupid.
Yeah, we would.
I really
we'd
no.
crazy.
I'm not even saying.
Like, I
that-
wouldn't even. There's so many other better things than a horse. I would
but
honestly probably
I don't think that the horse is a bad
think about
choice.
rhinoceros
Yeah,
or a hippo.
hippo.
Things
Well,
are nasty.
I'm saying if
but
we
you
were
have to rely on their jaws.
They only
If I
they can
had-
run up to 18 miles an hour.
if I had to ride the animal, I'd pick an elephant because it's the largest land mammal. And if people are, well, they're slow. Elephants can run pretty quickly, and their skin is tough. You can't. If it's 1v1, it takes a village to take out an elephant. I don't care.
Village? Okay,
Takes a
Hillary
village.
Clinton.
That's not.
I'm picking a shark.
You're as one individual,
I'm gonna
unless you
ride it,
have
too.
an
Ride
elephant
that
gun.
shark.
Yeah.
You can't.
No, but in reality, I mean, I don't know if anyone gets guns or not. Like it, like,
If
you
we
can't have
had-
guns because
look,
it's just like we said
it-
before. It's just like, let's go.
If we have guns, the
If you
animals
have
are
a
kind
gun,
of pointless.
Yeah, if you have, it's because they're an equalizer. You can. I mean, we have designed things to take out
But then
any animal on the
elephant
planet.
seems like there should be a Geneva Convention stepping in and saying, "Hey, this is on this,
Well, and
little,
the thing
this
is-
a little bit crazy."
well,
I mean,
the thing is,
this rivalry between friends, the Geneva's like, hold on now, what is this is getting carried
it's
away.
like Lord of the Rings, where those big old elephants come in. It's like
Elephants are hard to kill,
What?
well, that's my point.
I
So
don't
they're
know. There's a
number
lot of
one,
tough
they're hard to
things.
kill.
but I could
They're
kill one
thick.
with a sword for sure.
I could go in with a iron
I could kill it with a letter opener.
with a wedge.
I could kill it with
Give me my
with
putter.
a tiger.
with the ants.
Give me a putter.
Dang.
I bet you enough ants crawl up their little nostrils and
Little
big old
nosies.
nose. They wouldn't be very comfy. I guess we should
Amen.
end this one.
Yeah.
John, what would you bring into battle?
I was thinking an elephant before.
Gorilla. Gorilla would be a good one.
I'm too scared of gorillas.
I'd bring that beast right
no.
there.
I don't want to die like that. Yep, look at that thing. That's a war
beast.
fighting machine. Just cranking them puppies out.
The only thing with an elephant is, what if one of you guys brings a mouse? Then what?
Well, yeah, but that's like really a myth.
Let's be honest.
Gotta
There's a
think about
reason
that.
they ride horses into battle and not tigers.
Oh,
So
Oh, he's coming in hot.
America won all of our wars with horses. I haven't seen any paintings of.
and last
the
I
cavalry.
heard,
We won all of-
Vietnam lost that
we
war.
won all of our wars
Oh,
with
yeah.
horses.
It was a big
All
deal,
of them. The
It's
war on
actually a
terror. We won
draw.
with horses.
I haven't seen any.
We
any
won the war
American
on terror with
horses.
horses. Is that what you're telling me? So that's what you're telling me right now.
But then, so
I
the
think it
argument.
is funny that when Hitler and the Blitzkrieg they invaded Poland,
Why'd you have to bring Hitler?
the Polish charged the Blitzkrieg tanks with
Horses.
with their horses.
Yep,
with
the
lances.
wings is ours.
Lances. They literally, like a year before the war broke out, they restocked their ordered new lances from World War One.
Yep.
And then they just like charge, and they
My
just
animal.
charge it right into the.
My animal would be a
Right into the
Black
fade.
Hawk.
Yep, the Polish wings is ours. They were. So
I was just
mighty.
saying.
Is that not an animal?
But can you
I reading
look?
into that wrong?
As dumb as it is, the amount of bravery it would take for a man on a horse with a lance, knowing he's going
If
to.
you want to, yeah, bravery over
I'm not- and
bravery
it's so
over
stupid.
brains.
I'm
like,
just
They
saying.
probably would have won if they had tigers.
I'm just saying. What else were they going to do? That's all
No,
the
I
only
know.
weapon they
Tigers and
had.
lances.
So like
Yeah.
the fact that they
Well,
still did it and didn't run away is.
I think
is
I would have
something.
probably held it until
Tigers-
they got into the city.
Tigers
Like,
would have won that fight.
So,
you're
but as
throwing
far
the
as
horses and catapults.
look with the horse thing, if you have to ride the animal, then I would not pick a tiger. But if you don't have to ride the animal,
Well, that was his whole argument. Was
But-
he was going to
but-
be
I
riding
mean,
this.
that wasn't the whole argument.
No.
Nope, that was it.
David just wants to ride a tiger.
I'm going to ride
I'm
it.
saying I would ride
but
the tiger.
if the rule is just I have to have an animal, then that opens a lot of windows.
Ferret.
I thought ferret. I just thought of ferret.
Ferret
What
would
about a
steal your golf club
What about
because
a
it's
war
shiny, and then you have no weapon.
Marcus had a lot of time to think about.
Anyways, I was saying there's a reason that the greatest country on earth in history.
China.
China.
Yeah, right.
Go on. Go on. They have pandas over there
Tigers.
and tigers.
In China. Yeah.
There's a reason why the greatest country on earth
Mulans.
uses horses for the cavalry. There's a reason why.
You could use a Siberian tiger. They're bigger, I think.
Yeah.
They're scary.
There's a reason why every battle, just about any battle that before, say, 1920,
Yeah.
they used horses.
Yeah, they did.
I didn't see them training tigers. I didn't hear that.
Because they were
I
dumb
don't remember
people.
that.
Also, fun
serious
fact. Here.
Yeah, why are tigers endangered?
Can I ask,
That's the
all
real
right,
question.
Can I ask you a
Because they took
question
them
then?
into battle
Can I
and
ask
all
you a
died.
Well, they
question?
weren't endangered until we brought
They're
guns.
sacrificed.
on the
Are we
scene.
are we thinking what the Revolutionary War? Let's use that for example. How many tigers are native to America and England?
So that's the other part of the argument is
So-
that we don't really have
If
the
they were
supply of
available-
tigers to
if they were
justify
available, we'd
training
figure
If
it
them.
out.
America really wanted, we could have gotten tigers.
All dead. Dead people. They're dead. They're all
We go.
dead.
Thanks for listening, guys. That's
Right,
the
but
podcast.
you ha-
Hey, new preacher boy. Give the gospel.
Me?
For God so loved the world that he gave his
Oh,
only begotten
him.
Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. And these things
I'm laughing at him.
These things have I spoken unto you, that in me you might have peace. In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world.
Tell them the gospel.
Tell them the gospel. Jesus Christ died for you, and he is waiting to cleanse
Hold
you
your
from
mic
your
up.
sins. He's just waiting for you to come and say, Lord, I need you, and I can't do anything else without you. Come to him today, and he is waiting for you with open arms.
Amen. Thanks for listening, guys. Go buy a t-shirt at cdiffmerch.com. Leave a comment. Send an email in. We want to hear from you. Love you guys. Thanks
Your
for listening.
enunciation is on point.
Amen.
Peace.
I heard every letter. Buy a shirt.
It's tigers.
You did not create me to worry. overflow.